feel to you? Fuck you.
The regions of experience, demons to some, angels to
I
others.
saw her face.
What's that like to live deliciously?
Greetings, friends! Welcome back to the Messed Up Movies Podcast, the podcast celebrating movies and filmmakers that embrace the insane, the outrageous, the unhinged, the off-kilter, and the all-around kind of fun returning guest and not champion, Sophia.
Soon to be champion.
Take her.
She might be champion.
She can't take her eyes off.
You never know.
I mean, stranger things have happened, right? You're doing the Angels in the outfield defense. You never know. You just got to flap your wings and hope. That's right. Yeah. Oh, we're already off to a banging start. So, guys, before we get started with this film festival draft, a little business, please go to Misfit Parade's YouTube, subscribe there. Please go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon page. The best way to support this show, we got a ton of Patreon exclusive mini-series episodes, right? Tales from the Crypt, Black Mirror, Alien Earth, Creep Tapes. We got so much fun stuff over there. Patreon exclusive library of episodes. You can also vote on what becomes an episode. Join our Patreon community. So many great friends there. That would mean the world to us. Go to Indiegogo. Specifically type in Mr. Cream Jeans Hidey Hole because we're shadow banned. And you can personally choose to buy the perk where you join the pod. You can pick one of these 4 seats to replace one of us, and you can do a film festival draft. See, Sam's so not engaged. I feel like he's the one they'll throw out, but also he's the easiest to beat. Aww. So that's up to you guys to choose who you will try to defeat in a film festival draft. Or you'll be ballsy and say, I'll take on all 4 of them. That's up to you. Go to Indiegogo, type in Mr. Cream Jeans Hidey Hole, and get that podcast guest perk. All right. We're here today to celebrate Hipster Horror. This was A24 is a studio that took over, and I think you could say changed the horror game for a while. I think we're still in the post A24 horror game. I call this Hipster Horror. This is highly curated. I always think of this as incredible graphic designers that really set a tone and a flavor for what an A24 movie was.
Like a standard.
Yes, a standard. It was curated that you knew when you went to A24 it'd be off kilter, it would be unusual, it would be weird. Sometimes it would be a horror movie, sometimes it would be not a horror movie at all, but they all felt unified in what they were. So, Sophia, what makes a great A24 film?
A little bit of pretentious with a lot of art.
A little bit of pretentious.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of like, this might go over the audience's head and that might be what we want.
Yes. It's kind of like the Frasier sitcom in the 90s, which I'm a huge fan of, yeah.
I also think that they're just very, unique movies. So it's going to be something that is not going to be a replica of something currently widespread in theaters. I really like that they do give smaller voices a chance.
Yep.
So we do get the introduction of a lot of new like directors and writers and actors.
So kind of a hyper specificity too is part of the hipster aesthetic that they have cultivated. Does that sound rude when I call it hipster horror? Because I don't use that as an insult. I think of it like if Wes Anderson ran
like a cool horror,
a horror movie studio. I think it would be this.
It's like a cool horror. It's
cool.
Horror.
Yes, for people who are like, ugh, Terrifier, that's so gross. I could never be caught at a Terrifier movie.
Terrifier would never be.
But they'd be ecstatic to be at like St. Maud.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, I saw Lamb today. Oh, right. I think of that as hipster horror.
I think there is a distinction because you have a lot of these studios that dabble, especially in horror, and are filling that void that Miramax left. Like Miramax owned this space in the 90s. And really, the Weinsteins did it on 2 fronts with
real life and behind.
Well, okay, all right. We're not going to even go into that.
Literally and figuratively.
But you had Miramax, which was the prestige independent films, and you had everything from Tarantino, like the preeminent filmmakers of our time in the 90s were coming out of that studio. And then on the flip side, you had Dimension, which was a sister studio, and they were producing the horror films. And so I think A24 really came in and filled that void left by those 2 studios, and their success is evident because you have a lot of other like hipster knockoffs. Blumhouse is sort of its own thing, but they're also competing for a similar audience. Neon especially
Neon,
always
yeah.
gets
Neon for sure.
Neon is
Gets
the one
feels
that's
almost
like
like a-
on their block
Yeah.
for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, but I think the idea behind specifically talking about A24 horror or messed up A24 movies is because they were the first kids on the block to really plant a flag and say, we are going to do. I don't think they consciously said we're going to make horror elevated, but they gave rise to that whole movement.
People who love A24 are the ones that use elevated horror, right? I think it's. I don't know that A24 started levying that as a weapon against other horror movies. I think people who liked A24 horror movies are into that, right? And I do think there's some horror that is trying harder than others. I don't think it's that rude, but I think there's a specific. We all like horror, right? We like trashy horror, we like stupid horror, we like A24 horror. I do think there are people that only like A24 horror, right? I think that's the distinction. They have so cultivated a respect and a brand trust. That's the difference.
And it is a generational thing. Like it is, it came of age for millennials and Gen Z, and they feel ownership with this studio, so they're very, very loyal to it.
It's like that old saying, all horror fans like A24, but not all A24 fans like horror.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's an old saying. That's a weird. You did like back on the ships of yore.
Back
They would
in
say
my
this. Yeah.
That's what people used to say about stuff, right?
I don't think so, but I love that you said it.
Okay.
Right? If you say it, it's a bar. If you say the old-timey pirates say it, I think that's cap. That's what the kids say. We're trying to bring in that youthful audience. That you're a part
Yeah.
of. Did I do a good
I
job?
think-
Is that part of your demo?
Hey, buddy, bet.
I think that A24, maybe not like recently, but they did take risks that other studios didn't take with getting like
On
different
God.
material. On God.
On God.
Clock it.
Bet.
For real. Is that not one?
Okay, anyways.
For real?
For real's
So,
older.
I feel like for real is.
What about
All right.
faux real?
Faux Rizzle.
I feel like that's
For
the same.
Rizzle.
No, that
For
was
Rizzle.
for show.
Oh,
For
for
show.
show.
For show. For show.
That's making us old again.
It
Yeah.
just saves time.
Sam,
Not-
stop the
Here,
cap.
Sam, do this.
Sophia,
Go.
go.
Clock it.
Sorry.
Clock
What
it.
is clock it?
That's the new thing. Clock it.
Does it mean shut up?
No, it means like, you right. Clock it.
Oh, clock it.
Yeah.
Like write it down.
Is that anything like a skip it?
What's it?
From
Skip
when
it.
we were younger, it was a hot Halloween.
Oh,
song.
the
Or a
thing
hot
that you
Christmas.
jumped around.
We are
Yeah.
so off
Okay.
the rails. Sophia,
skip
would
it.
you like to roll for the
All
order
right.
now that we
You know what though? Because A24 is so specifically of Sophia's generation. How do you all feel about just letting her have the first pick?
Ooh.
That's poppycock. That's
Aw,
ageism.
I love that idea,
That's
Heath.
sexism,
Well,
I think. Is it?
um,
You want the first pick?
okay, so I'm gonna
Okay.
have the first pick. We're gonna go.
Who gets the second
Do we
pick,
wanna
though?
roll?
for me or
Okay.
Heath, yeah.
Okay.
Sam will just be a sandwich.
No matter what, I'm in the middle.
Okay, so we'll go Griffey first. Griffey's a 15.
Aye.
Ooh, okay. Heath, 11.
Ooh, okay.
All right, we're going clockwise.
All right.
Nice.
I do feel like there is a whole generation of horror filmmakers coming up because we're indie horror filmmakers. We know what we want to make. I am interested in the kids that come up only watching these like hyper niche distillations of genre, what that yields when that's their language versus what ours was.
That's
You know?
that is a fascinating thought experiment that I haven't really considered before. I think it's great. I mean, we're just getting
Oh,
like
love
this
it.
endless splintering, right? Like this defragmentation of monoculture splitting off into.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like whatever you're into, here you go. You can have it.
I think
And you're
there's-
always going to have the B horror movies.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I think the newer generation is going to do a lot more thoughtful writing. I think there's going to be a lot more like symbolism and like reading between the lines. Whereas,
Well, why is that?
because A24. Because that's what A24 does and everyone wants to
Because
be
it's cool.
A24.
Because
yeah,
being
because
deep
that's
is
what's
cool.
You got to have a metaphor for everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the generation,
I agree.
you know?
All right, so speaking
Okay.
of as that younger generation, what's your pick?
I'm so excited. So
You got the number one pick. This is a huge deal.
I know, it's a big deal for me
There's
too.
only
If you
This
pick
is-
my,
only
if
two
you
choices,
pick my
right?
movie, you will not be back.
Well, that's the thing. So to set this up, part of the reason that I decided to gift Sophia
Thank
with the
you
number
so
one
much.
pick is because she threw down fisticuffs in our text
Isn't
chain.
that so
did.
shitty that she did that and
Yeah.
intimidate? You
She-
are not a free speech warrior. You let her.
That's the A24
Yeah, wait, what
generation,
happened?
She
baby.
was like, Friendships will end if
Yep.
I do not get
If
the
I don't
pick
get
that
my
I
movie.
want.
That's why.
Because-
If I don't get the pick I want, friendships will also end, but no one cares
Damn,
about
I
that.
didn't even see that text, so
Thanks
I'm
for
glad,
reading my text, Sam.
I'm glad Heath took action.
Okay, so my first pick is not only my favorite A24, but top 5 horror films of all time. Hereditary.
You motherfucker.
Oh,
which is obviously
Obviously.
the easy pick. I understand that.
Griffey is heartbroken.
I'm fucking heartbroken.
Crestfallen.
I think I can make an argument this is in the top 3 greatest horror films
Of
ever
all
made.
time. It's fucking phenomenal. And it's the subtleties of it that did it for me. Like the little nuances behind, like, the first time you watch it, you have that shock factor of like, holy fuck, that's a great movie. I want to see it again. The second time you watch it through, you realize that you missed so many things in that movie, whether it be writing, set design, little characters hidden up in the background. And it's a movie that I can watch 4 or 5 times a year. And I still find myself, even if it's on in the background, I still find myself sucked into it. Like, I could be doing dishes, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, here comes that one scene. And she's...
Yeah.
And you can't look away.
When
And
I'm
that's
stuck
what's-
writing something, or I'm like, why am I trying to make horror movies? Maybe I hate movies. Maybe I'm over it. This is one of, like, my 5 things. It's like this, My Neighbor Totoro. It's a very weird mix of movies. But I put this on to remind myself why I love movies so much, because they could be like Hereditary, right? We may never make a movie as good as Hereditary, but the thought that we could come close, that is intoxicating to me.
This is one of those generational films. It's the one that ends up on the lists that you look back at, 20 years from now when we're doing this podcast, fingers crossed. We go, Hereditary was a proto-horror film, and we're doing new lists based off of that.
That is a movie
Kinda
that
was,
fucking sinks its teeth all the way into your bones. That's one of the most affecting. That reminded me of Don't Look Now. That reminded me of, like, real fucking scary horror movies. Like, the kind of dark, evil shit that you thought might follow you home from the theater.
Yeah.
And watching that in a theater is one of my all-time favorite theatrical experiences.
And I like it that every time you think you see the most fucked up part of the movie, they hit you with something else.
Well, not only that, some of the most fucked up shit is just, like, every time she's trying to work, someone's like, hey, drop what you're doing, come deal with my shit, right? Or, she tries to go to a meeting. Or anything Toni Collette does, right? When she's just at dinner and she's like,
She's fucked.
dude, fucking... That dinner scene is one of the... That should be taught in every film class for the rest of eternity. It's one of the greatest scenes ever put to film.
And the maturity of the movie and the success of it was extremely encouraging, because prior to that, you did have the torture porn, like the obvious stuff. Like, this is what horror is. It's in your face. And this was like ordinary people.
Yeah.
It's a family drama. But it, to everybody's point, it does just kind of like work its way into your subconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Like crawl under your skin and just like do a lot of under the surface work that really freaks you out. And I don't think horror movies especially, had focused on that psychological aspect of it to that degree since maybe the 70s.
Yeah.
It's really traumatic. And a lot of movies people will rank higher because they're classics. This movie takes almost all those movies' lunches. A lot of those classics that set the tone, this movie is more effective than
Just
that.
did it better.
It's fucking scary. It's brutal. I love the occult. I love the kind of satanic ritual of it all. That movie doesn't have a bad frame in the whole movie.
Is this the ultimate A24 movie?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not even fucking close.
It's the best.
Now, you could argue something like, the only one I think you could argue, if you're not a horror person, is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might technically be the best movie they made.
I
Not
would
the
still
best,
put Hereditary above
but
it,
Hereditary is fucking incredible horror. But Everything Everywhere All at Once, it just has like fucking 6 gears that Hereditary doesn't.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a knock. I think they're both 5 out of 5 movies. It's just what's your flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is the proto, like, that's the billboard. That's what A24 does to me.
I feel like there's one more movie in this category.
Yeah.
And
There's definitely one more.
that is accompanied with that, and who's going to pick it? So
My next one, I'm picking Ex Machina. I think it is the other best A24 movie.
Oh, that's not the one that I have.
That's not what I thought
I
either.
have 4 or 5-star A24 movies to me, and it's Ex Machina, Hereditary, Everything Ever All at Once, and Room. I think those are the 4 perfect movies. A24.
Room? Really?
I fucking love that movie.
Not The Room.
Not The Room. Room.
Room, starring Jacob Tremblay, the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Tremblay.
Did you know that
And he's a
Jacob
normal-
Tremblay
he's
was
a normal-looking young
deformed
boy.
child in real life because of the movie Wonder.
What?
And when he saw him in Toxic Avenger, he thought that was his prosthetic.
Sam,
No, so he's conflating what I thought.
No, I know what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Sam thought that he saw the movie Wonder,
Yeah.
starring Jacob Tremblay.
No, I saw a trailer for the movie
with-
When he
Wonder.
saw
Okay.
Jacob Tremblay in Toxic Avenger, he didn't realize who it was because he thought they took the deformed kid and made him the
I
Toxic.
thought they made
He thought they cast
the
the
deformed
guy
kid,
with the fucked up face as the Toxic Avenger
Yes.
mutant person.
and I was like, he just kind of just looks like him.
could you imagine if they actually did that?
Could you imagine?
I did imagine
He
it.
oh yeah, that's right. He literally
Yeah,
did.
that's fair.
No, so to make the case for Ex Machina,
Excellent
right?
casting.
Incredible casting. So you got Oscar Isaac, and you've got Domhnall Gleeson, who is one of my all-time most
And-
favorite actors already.
The most important part, Alicia Vikander's like breakout role, right? Wasn't she the?
She's great in it.
Did
but
she
it's
win the
really
Oscar? Was this the movie she won the Oscar for?
Did she win an Oscar? I don't think so.
Maybe the
She's an
Tulip-
I
Oscar
think,
winner.
I think the script won for this. I don't think. I think she won for some kind of fucking period piece.
The
if I
Tulip
remember.
War. Was that what it was?
That I'd have never even heard of. But again,
She was
I think
great in it.
Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson, and they're debating what makes personhood, right? And watching them go through this kind of advanced Turing test with this fucking AI, the style of it, the tension of it, the idea that
the
at the
ending.
end, it
That's
has a
great.
Blade Runner-esque. We start to wonder who is not human, while we start to feel the robots more human, right? It's such a perfectly calibrated movie. It's one of the greatest screenplays I've ever seen put to film.
The robot actually tricks the audience. It's kind of funny.
Well, at the end,
Yeah.
you're like, what is the fucking difference,
What
right?
is the
My
difference,
friend
yeah.
John and I were just arguing today, my writing partner, about Alien Earth. And I said, I don't really give a shit what happens to any character on that show. It's just fun to watch. And he said, well, I care about the kids. And I go, well, they're not kids. They're robots now. And he goes, no, they're kids who are transported to
They are
robots. I was
kids,
like,
yeah.
no, they're fucking AI replicating what these kids would do. And he goes, what's the fucking difference? And I've really been stewing on that all day and don't know how to answer that question. Right? And I think that's what Ex Machina does is there a difference? Do we want to define it? Do we fucking care? Are people sometimes less human than the machines we build to replicate us?
That ending just lets you chew on everything.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Perfect
And
ending.
it's so perfect for the world we're in. It was kind of one of those, that and Her were like 6 years before it all popped off.
I
They're
love
at
Her.
the perfect place to talk about what was coming. I think Ex Machina is a damn near perfect film. To me, it's a perfect film. So, Sam, what do you got?
All right. Well, I'm going with the other obvious choice, and that's Midsommar.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's not the one that I was thinking, but
Are
it's
you
the one I
serious?
wanted.
I do fucking love Midsommar.
Yeah, Midsommar was brutal, dude.
It's crazy. That was another one where I was in the theater and we sat next to these two very nice gay guys. They actually offered me, they're like, do you want some candy? I was like, no.
Aw.
And I only did that voice because that's exactly what they sounded like. That was not a stereotype thing. And at one point, I just remember this guy, he was so nice. He just kept talking to us before the movie. And when the movie started, they were doing the fucking hammer thing where they send the old people off the hill and shit. And he just goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Exactly.
And he
Yeah.
was so upset. And I just remember laughing and being appalled. I think people forget how fucking terrifying the opening of that movie is,
Well,
with the sister killing
yeah.
the whole...
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and the way that
It's
they killed
wild,
the way
yeah.
that
And
they
if you watch the movie, they put her face in the trees in the
Mm-hmm.
background. Like, it's throughout. It's haunting. And it's one of those horror movies, too. It all happens in the broad fucking daylight.
Yeah.
Which
Makes
I
it way
love.
scarier.
So this movie brought me back to like the same feeling I got watching like Hostel.
Or The Wicker Man, man.
Or, yeah.
That's like a very...
Well, yeah, the Wicker Man. Yeah,
You
but
go
it's like
somewhere
this,
where you're an outsider, which Americans inherently hate. And it's like, this is just how we do shit. Deal with it.
and it's like a feeling of hopelessness to where
Yes.
you're not going to be able to get out of this. You're 7,000 miles away from home.
Yeah.
you know.
So I remember getting yelled at because on our podcast, Cloud and I saw it, drank like 4 bottles of wine, and then we're like, we should do the pod right now at 1 a.m. And I made a very passionate case that I do not think the boyfriend in that movie is a bad guy.
Oh, he's horrible.
And I got fucking trashed.
That sounds
you
like a
should.
Sam take.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Sam take, and it was before I knew not to do Sam takes.
Okay, so
What he does, and I was like, what did he do? He took his girlfriend on a nice European vacation. What's the thing? I was like, would it be nicer if he just dumped her ass for being a trauma dumper?
yeah, so
I'm still not sure that I'm wrong, but I know that I got spanked for it. You know, like your parents spank you when you're a kid, you're like, I'm not sure that I deserve this. But it happened, and I don't want to get spanked anymore.
Is that what kind of like started Florence Pugh's like heavy acting career
to
too.
me, that was where she like exploded
Yeah.
into prominence.
Yeah.
And now she's
now
like
she's
one of our
everywhere.
stars.
Well, she did the movie
Yeah.
with The Rock before that, and that was pretty good.
Fighting
think
with
I
my
saw
family.
Fighting with my family.
Yeah, where she was Paige from WWE. I did like that a lot.
That was a
but
pretty
this
good
was
movie.
the one where I think everyone was like, "Holy shit,
She can act.
the May Queen."
Yeah.
Right?
She's pretty
Do
damn
you
good.
think he's actually a bad boyfriend, or is he just a guy who won't confront hard truths?
If that was a real life scenario, I'm
If your sister
concerned-
murdered your whole family, let's say we're dating,
I'm concerned.
and you
for
came
Amy.
home and you're like, I know things haven't been good for us, but my sister just murdered my whole family. I go, this is unbelievable. I think we should break up right now. Would that make me a worse guy? Or I'm like, or we'll just limp through this until you feel better.
It's a hard situation.
It's a hard situation.
And that's the whole
what I'm
point of the
saying. I don't think
movie.
he's not a villain.
But also, like,
He does fuck that lady while
If
those
you're-
old lady press on his butt cheeks. That seems like the biggest sin
that
of
was
the
a
And he
bit
was
questionable.
inebriated.
it doesn't.
Hey man, once you
mean-
feel those wrinkly old digits
Ew.
pressing on your butt
Hey,
cheeks, you
another
should
way to
know.
look at that is they date raped him, and then
Well,
he's not a
yeah.
bad guy.
Now that's
He's still a bad guy for
Sam
other
take.
reasons.
That's a Sam take.
But that's a way to look at it.
I don't
He-
think it was a date.
As someone's partner, you shouldn't like. There's going to be very hard times
If you
in
see
life.
one naked lady, let alone all of her aunts and grandmas, stop.
Yeah.
He was already broken up with her.
Well, can I
They weren't broken up.
interject with a hot
No.
take?
Yes.
In
Here's my
spirit.
hot take. This is Ari Aster's best movie. It's better than Hereditary.
No.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I think it looks better.
I think a lot of people agree with you. I think that's because it's easier to stomach than Hereditary.
Yeah.
No.
I think Hereditary gets in that real fucking dark soil of the soul.
I
This
disagree.
one's
I think
more
the
of a, like,
opposite.
oh, that's in Europe. That's not real. That's not us. I think we look at Europeans as like Disney characters.
No.
We don't believe they're real.
I
I look at Europe as like a fucking Candyland. Like they might as well be the same. Europeans don't.
And the
fucking
set design
exist
kind of
anymore.
reflected that. Like, you made a giant yellow triangle with a blue door. Like, that's a
That's
very
Disney shit, dude.
whimsical.
That's safe.
well, that's Norway.
That's just all of Norway. See, that's how we talk about them. No, I do know a lot of people that agree with Heath and think this is the best. I do think this was the last good Ari Aster movie we got.
Fair.
And people who like Eddington, you're cowards. Check what you think at the door. That movie fucking sucked balls.
Yeah,
Shots
not messed
fired.
up at all.
Shots fired. Damn.
I'm just saying, Bo is not afraid as the I made two good movies. I get to do my childish
I want.
masturbatory
Yeah.
movie. I get that. Eddington is like, I want to talk about the politics of now. But you're so fucking scared to say anything, and the third act
you say
unravels the
everything?
whole movie. It's such a fucking childish, pathetic, toothless movie.
I know we're going to get
What is
into
it?
this on the long walk pod when we do it, but that was my one issue with that movie is that it's like you're setting up this whole dystopian political, like spawned by political problems, and you're not going to talk about politics once. Like
We'll save it for that pod.
Civil War, another A24 movie,
Civil War
had that issue.
sucked.
Yeah, Civil War was the same freaking thing.
Civil War sucked. That's the thing. If you're gonna make that
There was no
movie
Civil
in
War.
today's world, you can't fucking be a coward. You got to say what you actually believe. That's what I think Ari Aster's problem is. You can't both sides the entire universe. Like that's just lame.
All right,
Okay.
what's off the board?
So Heath,
So Midsummer
we have
and
Hereditary, Ex Machina, Midsommar. You're on the turn.
I'm on the train.
Sorry, we're just pontificating.
I was
Wow.
thinking because I
Them
thought
claws be flowing.
I thought that for sure the 1A is Hereditary. The 1B, in my opinion, is The Witch.
Yeah,
But that's not the one I'm choosing. I
you've got two, so you could really power play this.
You know, I would
I
rather
think
have.
I know what you're talking about.
I would rather have the Lighthouse. I think.
Okay.
I think that the follow ups are better than the starters. So I think
This is a very
The light-
director thing. I think you're dealing with.
the Lighthouse is better than The Witch.
Wait, time
and
out.
Midsommar is better than
Do you
Hereditary.
actually believe that, or do you, as a director, just always hope you'll be better than your last movie? Is this wish fulfillment?
No. The sophomore slump is a real deal, and I think both of those filmmakers, what makes them great is that they overcame the sophomore slump. I think both of those movies are
Right.
far superior.
And then Eggers did good, but Ari Aster has a junior and senior slump, which means
Yeah.
he's not getting into college. That's
Yeah,
tough.
he's done.
Right.
Community college.
He's got a drug
Wait.
addiction.
That's right. Ivy
Yeah.
Tech, you can get
Yeah,
his life back
yeah.
on track.
Eggers is just on fire.
Eggers
Like, he's
is
got to be
fucking killing it.
one of the best filmmakers going right now. In The Lighthouse,
And he makes the kind of movies no one else wants to make. So
Yeah.
he's in like a perfect fucking zone for him.
The Lighthouse is just one of those movies for
At
me.
least tell me you like me, Lobster.
Oh,
it's so
everything
fucking great.
about everything Defoe says in that movie.
Yeah.
The whole atmosphere, the look of it, the like just weird humor.
I get accused a lot of not liking movies that don't make sense, and I think that's such bullshit, because The Lighthouse is, like, my favorite little kind of movie to sit in. I don't want it to make sense. I want it to make sense in the world of the movie. Throw me into complete madness. And Pattinson is
that is the point of the movie. That's the point.
Willem Dafoe's infallible.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good in that movie.
Yes, they are both off their fucking rockers for different reasons. And it's haunting in certain ways. It's hilarious in others. Yep. And it's unforgettable. And it really shook me. Like, something about that last shot where the fucking crow's pecking his body. I felt a vibration through my entire body. It's the tininess of us against Mother Nature, but also how much volcanic madness we have in us. Yeah.
And those two actors just went for it. And I remember Robert Pattinson's like, I was going to kill Robert Eggers.
Well, that's the thing.
And it's because they fucking went there, dude.
And
I love that movie.
The futility of being trapped is one of my biggest fears. Like, the Hitchcock movie, The Wrong Man, is one of the scariest movies.
Hey, brother, what if we're all trapped anyways?
Ooh.
Think of that.
We're all on an island.
I guess with,
Keep that bill up.
Put that bill up, boy!
With that theory, I would like Room better, but
yeah. Room is pretty wild. Are we gonna pretend that's not weird?
Room is pretty messed up.
If I kept Sam in a shed in my backyard and just made children with him for 30 years, you guys would think that was not cool.
For a few reasons.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's messed up.
Also not scientifically possible yet.
That's one of the
We don't
reasons.
know.
Yeah.
What if we had some A24?
I gotta tell you, I did not get or really like The Lighthouse. Gonna admit it.
You can admit it.
You are not an art house guy.
No, I'm not.
You like,
and I don't like the 4x3 aesthetic.
You
I don't like.
You like period.
I'm like, just make it
pieces.
16:9. Yeah.
So if we're making admissions, can I make admission?
Yeah.
I have never been a big Midsummer fan.
Really?
Because
I thought that would hit with female audiences, especially.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Here's my reasoning.
So you're
I've
saying
only
the boyfriend
seen
is a good guy?
I've only seen it twice.
He's
The
just a
first
normal
time
guy.
I saw it was after I saw, it was a really shitty comedy vampire movie with Selena Gomez. What's his name from Ghostbusters?
The old
Bill Murray?
Ghostbusters?
Finn Wolfhard?
No, it wasn't vampires. It was zombies.
Oh, The Dead Don't Die.
The Dead Don't Die. It was a double feature at
Jarmusch.
Tibbs
Jim
Drive-In.
Jarmusch is-
Jim Jarmusch.
That
Jarmusch
movie
is
was
a certain
That
kind
movie
of
was a
mode.
big swing and a
I
miss. I'm
sat
kind of
through
with you on
that
that.
at the drive-in, and then Midsummer played at the drive-in.
That's a long ass night at the drive-in.
That's a very slow night.
My
too.
bestie Audrey Lane and I fell asleep halfway through Midsummer.
And you can't buy booze at drive-ins.
Correct.
Because people drive.
So I hated that movie for years, and then Josh made me go see it. It was the director's cut when it was re-released, I think 2 years ago. And I was like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
But I think because I initially was so like angry towards this movie, and then seeing it after everyone had hyped it up so much, I was like,
You still have a roiling hatred.
yeah.
That would be a great list. Movies you fucking hated when you first saw that you softened on.
That's
yeah.
not a bad
All right.
idea.
Sorry. Yeah.
We are
side
here.
quest.
Heath, you still have one more.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse got us really talking.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I mean, this is tough. There are a lot of great movies on the board.
There's an obvious number 2 pick here.
You know, I think the great thing about A24 is, and we've already just been discussing this, everybody kind of has their own preferences, and you know, they hit on.
They really do service so many voices.
Personal
It's
flavors.
a variety.
So this is tough. I mean, there's a lot that I'm going to miss here that I'd love to have. I'm probably going to go with like some higher brow, like hipster stuff down the
There you go.
road. So I better. I mean, this is very hipster.
Higher
of
brow
course.
than The Lighthouse.
Right.
Hey, that is like, that is a fart joke a minute movie.
That is
I don't think it's that
literal, yeah,
highbrow.
that's fair.
That
know,
is-
man.
there's a
But
lot of farts.
this one is probably the more mainstream pick that I'll end up taking. So I'm just going to grab it now before Sophia takes it, and that's Bodies, Bodies.
Fuck you! That was my next one!
I actually wanted that one too.
Oh,
Damn it.
Pete Davidson.
I can't believe my
You
pick
knew.
still
You
exists.
knew.
Son of a bitch.
I did love Bodies.
It was so
It was
much
awesome.
fun.
So great.
So
Such a
much
We
great
went
fun.
to see it together, and I remember having no expectations for this movie. It was in the Pete Davidson's in the news
Yeah.
for banging hot ladies, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Dude.
We were rolling in the theater. That is such a fucking fun.
That might
movie.
be the
it's
only.
It so
hilarious.
swims against what you expect it to be. It subverts tropes. The cast is fucking stellar. That movie was fucking phenomenal.
Well, so go ahead, Sophia. What were you going to say about it since you can't have it?
My favorite part about the movie is that they did make it seem like it was going to be some big fucking serious ending reveal. And then when you find out that it was just him fucking around, you're like, this entire movie is a joke, and I fucking loved every second
Who
of
was
it.
the old guy? He was so good.
Lee Pace.
Oh,
Lee Pace. Dude, his character was amazing.
Yeah. That's
I remember
my top.
I was doing some research. I always read up on like actors and acting techniques. And Dave Bautista talked about when he got into the industry, the guy he idolized was Lee Pace. Because his agent said, be a Lee Pace. That guy can be in any movie and do any role. Except for, fat, not jacked guy. Right. But Bautista talked about how much people like idolize Lee Pace for his fucking chameleon-like nature.
Yeah.
And I never thought of him as that kind of actor. And then you see bodies with that in your mind. You're like, man,
he's
is
totally
so
doing
good in
an
that.
Aaron Rodgers in that movie.
Yeah.
He is Aaron Rodgers.
He is basically,
Man, too soon, man.
and he was in The Hobbit, dude. He was in. He's got
he's
TV
an elf.
shows. Yeah, he's an elf. Like he's incredible.
He's got abs. He's tall. He's handsome. But he can
The
also
first
play
time-
like aloof goofball. That's a
The
tough
first
one.
time I ever saw him was in a Brian Fuller show called Wonder Falls. Do you ever remember this one?
Yeah.
It was like on Fox. I don't even know that it lasted a full season, but it was one of those that I bought on DVD because it was so unique for a TV show. And then he did Pushing Daisies, which was also very similar.
Pushing Daisies is what I remember.
And then Halt or Catch Fire was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was on that. All right, so that's a pretty good pick. I actually can't believe that went high. I thought I was going to steal that with my fourth pick.
Me too. Honestly.
That's
That
great.
was
All
my
right,
next
so
one.
Sam, what do
I
you
thought
got
I
for
could
number
sneak
two?
that in. All right. So
I think that's a good sign
all
that we
right.
all wanted
Well,
it.
shoot, man. Things are
Right.
getting.
Eating up.
The most obvious choice is
Heating
still
up.
here. I'm ready.
If
Sam, what do
take
you
it,
got?
I swear to God.
This is tough because there are several that I want that I know I'm not going to get unless I take it now. I think I'm going to go with Green Room just because.
You fucking idiot!
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one.
No.
Green Room's on the board.
Yeah.
And I thought because you pick weird movies that would be there for me.
No, Green Room was amazing. That might be the first A24 movie I ever saw.
That actually fucking breaks my heart.
I
hurts so bad.
didn't realize that was an A24 movie when I went back to research this.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Me either. I was like, oh, yeah.
That movie fucking rips. They made Patrick Stewart a Nazi.
Dude.
The fucking punks singing "fuck you Nazis" to their face. The
Yeah.
We find a body and all hell breaks loose.
The arm gets
that
chopped off.
movie
Ooh.
is a punk rock album made on celluloid, and it's fucking amazing.
It's nonstop. Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
You
so
feel
bad.
like you're stuck in that room with them. For
Fuck
sure.
Sam.
Yeah.
Fuck Sam. I'm so fucking pissed you took that movie from me. That hurt. That hurt really bad. Okay. Now you fucked up my whole thing.
Good.
All right. I'm going to take X. Right? So this is Ty West, Texas Chainsaw Porno.
Hold on. Before you go any further,
Yeah.
you can't take X and loop in Pearl and
yeah.
Maxine with it.
Why not? It's
Because
my
those are
fest.
separate films.
It's my fest. I can do whatever I
Well,
want.
then you have to...
That's not my plan for the record.
I'm just saying...
My plan is, I personally think Pearl achieves more than X.
Then why not pick Pearl?
Because I think X is
better.
a more accessible fan favorite movie.
And it's got
I
Kid
think
Cudi.
Pearl is more kind of A24 bullshit. I think everyone who watches X will like it. It's got fucking tits. It's got great murders. The fucking old people. That movie is one of those that I saw as I'm entering middle age. And it's the first time I really feared the old, aging, decrepit flesh, right? They made a fucking mockery of aging.
And Ty
it
West...
scared the shit out of me.
Ty West is on that list, in my opinion, with Eggers and Astor.
So
I
good.
think he's right up there.
But he's doing it at like a much smaller kind of stealth operation level.
Yeah.
I think he's every bit the director those guys
I
are.
agree.
Like Ari Aster's had so many more resources than Ty West has had on it's probably like 1 movies to 5 their budgets.
I think... So Maxine, when I saw it, I was like, shit, this is A24. How much money did they spend on this movie? It looks like at least a $50 million
It
movie.
looks huge. That's
But-
the one
but
I
it's
didn't
not.
like though. I didn't
Oh,
like
you
Maxine.
didn't. That's my favorite one.
Maxine lost it for me. Because
Why?
I fucking loved Pearl. Because I thought the acting was so superior in
I
Pearl.
get that.
The movie itself, I was like, it's great. I don't think it's as thrilling and exciting as X. Maxine lost me because I was like, now we've made her kind of... It was this joke, sleazy, like, angel exploitation era trashy thing. And, like, the stories just didn't feel connected enough
So
to me.
it is this is big for you. It's less of a horror movie. Like, you were upset when Megan went action
Sure.
movie.
Yes,
and
that's probably fair.
and left the horror
Yeah.
genre. Maxine's sort of the same deal. I think it's by far his best directed movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, I'm not a director. I watch movies more from screenwriting and performance, right? So that's why Pearl for me, I was like, holy shit. But X is the one you're like, I know
Superman.
a bunch of screenwriters that is like, how did we not think of that movie? And you can do it for cheap, and it fucking ripped. And you had Kid Cudi, you had the crocodile or alligator. It was fucking incredible. I thought it was funny. I thought it was insightful. I fucking love the movie X. It's one of my favorites. And I think of the trilogy, you don't get the other two if X doesn't fucking rip.
Yeah. I think
and they
X
were
is
all
my
COVID
favorite.
movies, right? Pearl was like, we have the sets, what do we do? I fucking love X, and I'm happy to have that of the three.
It's a good one.
Yeah. X
Sophia,
is great.
you've got two
I
movies
know.
now.
I'm gonna take Pearl right out the gate.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a
Pearl.
smart
Talking
one.
about it.
Pearl, yeah.
This is a tough list, dude. Hereditary and Pearl.
Yeah. I really like Pearl because so one of my favorite themes in any movie is like that loss of innocence, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So that movie obviously hits really heavy on that.
Yeah.
It plays a lot of like games with like greed and just like societal norms and fitting in. Like, so I think that it might not be the strongest of the three. But I think it's the one that like resonated most with me.
Yeah, I think Pearl, like what Mia Goth did in that one was announce her presence.
Yeah.
Is I am the greatest actress working in horror movies regularly right now. I don't think it's fucking close. I think she's blowing people out of the water.
Wait, why do you say that though? Don't you think?
Of actresses that regularly do horror.
Who do you
She's
think's
doing
a
more horror right now. She
bigger
did
name?
this trilogy. She did Infinity Pool. She's doing more Cronenberg coming up. She's like a horror movie actress.
Yeah, it's fair.
And she is fucking rock. Like if Toni Collette did 10 horror movies in a row,
Yeah.
it might be her. Like her performance in Hereditary is the one that should have won an Oscar from a horror movie. No
I feel
doubt
like
about it.
Sophie Thatcher's coming for her.
Sophie
Sophie's-
Thatcher.
yeah.
Sophie
she's
Thatcher's
my current
fine.
favorite.
She's maybe
Oh,
30%.
she's more than fine.
She's maybe 30% of what Mia Goth is.
She did so good in Companion, though. I
She's
love
great.
Companion.
I love Sophie Thatcher.
She's in A24.
She does
She's in
not
Hereditary.
hold a
Oh,
fucking candle to the heights that Mia is going.
Well, Mia's
and
a
again,
star,
I
yeah.
don't say that as an insult, right?
Yeah.
That's like you look at some like new actor and you're like, he's no Leo. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's not Mia. Mia is on a different level than all of
Mia
these fucking.
also
See, I would
has
think
that.
Jenna Ortega would be on her level, but
No, she's like
She's-
a fucking mannequin now, dude.
Yeah.
what?
She's like a star
Oh, she's
mannequin.
pretty good.
No.
She's pretty freaky
fine.
Plays
good.
the
You know
same
what?
character.
She was good in X.
She's in
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
And she's maybe the least interesting character in the whole film.
What are you talking? All right, disagree with you on that.
She's fine. She's fine.
She's like the-
She's become more of a pop culture commodity. So we haven't seen her act in a
She's
while.
definitely more
I-
main.
I
She's
am-
on Wednesday. That's not acting. That's her playing on her fucking image.
That's acting.
I mean,
But
it's acting,
it's the
but it's
same
not like
character.
doing a real character. She's doing a fucking cartoon movie.
Well, so did Christina Ricci, kind of.
I don't
And she was a
disagree.
better Wednesday.
I'm just saying, get your
She
payday
was.
when you can.
Yeah.
When you start doing things like Wednesday, you're not going to be in the race with people like Mia, who's doing Infinity Pool. You're just not in the race
I
anymore.
will say this about X. It is. I'm very happy it came along for the Britney Snow sexual awakening. Because
boy.
now we have
Talk it.
the
Woo,
what's
boy,
that show?
preach it.
What's that show on Netflix? The
oh,
wives,
fuck.
the hunting wives.
Hunting
Yep.
wife.
Woo, baby.
Dude, preach it. Preach it. That's another
Brit-
reason to
Brittany
vote for my
Snow.
list. That's another
Brittany
reason
Snow.
to vote for
Brittany
my
Snow.
list.
Hey, isn't she happy birthday?
Watching her. Wait,
Is
it's her
she-
birthday today?
No, Happy Death Day. I don't think.
Oh.
She
No,
wasn't hadn't had
No,
birthday.
because that girl's like 20 years younger.
Oh,
But watching
I bet.
her wear Kid Cudi out and be like, nice try. I was rock hard.
Impossible.
I was rock hard. No, Kid Cudi, he met his match.
Remember, we are in mixed company, Griff.
Oh, we're in mixed company.
I
so-
agree, though.
Sophia,
Anyways, okay.
You have another pick.
On the
Pearl's
turnaround.
so good. By the way, can we just talk for 1 minute?
Let's talk.
no.
The ending of Pearl, incredible. And something that we've seen imitated 3 to 5 times now.
Proto.
Letting the credits roll over your actor just making faces. When she did that in Pearl, I have not been that captivated in a theater in years.
What about
You
Michael
weren't
Clayton?
impressed?
Not even close.
Michael Clayton did it way before all
Not
these
even
other
close.
movies.
But
Mia
Mina
Goth
has
is
one of
doing
those-
so much more.
I just
She's
can't
so
stop
good
looking
in
at her on that
You
wall
just saw
behind
it in
Sam.
Borderline, right? Where Nicholson was trying to do it.
Young
Mia ate
Nicholson.
that.
Yeah.
From now on, that is the Pearl shot. She took that, and it's hers forever. And good luck doing better than her.
Can't.
I just wanted to say.
It's always going to be the capable shot for me.
God damn it, Sam.
Yeah, our short film is pretty good. It might be the capable shot, and
It's the
then
capable
be a
shot.
shot, and then the Michael Caine shot.
In that order.
All right, so what do you
All right, on the turnaround. So my next one, So I'm not going to say that this is like the best A24. I'm not going
It's
to say
good that you're
this
scared to
is
say it.
a
That's gonna help.
good movie. It's a movie that I appreciate the artistry behind, and it's from one of my favorite filmmakers, Tusk.
Yeah. Oh, you
Tusk is
motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Sorry. It has
Tusk is a messed up movie.
Yeah, it's a messed up movie. It has its problems, but I like
quality.
a movie where
That would have been the perfect movie for my list, you motherfucker.
you go in and you've never seen anything like it before. You know?
You've literally never seen anything
You've
like
never
that
seen
before.
that. Anything with Justin Long, too.
Oh,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert, I'm a sucker for
Talk
anything
about
Justin Long.
a Scream King.
Dude,
Scream King.
is Justin Long the most underappreciated horror actor from Jeepers Creepers to Barbarian to Tusk?
yeah.
He's in so Weapons.
Yeah.
He's in
Oh my
so
God, yeah.
many good horror movies.
He has this new one,
Barbarian.
Coyotes coming out.
He's in Barbarian.
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell, dude. He's the boyfriend in Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah. So Tusk. I have a fun Tusk story. One time I got like hunted down by a security person at, I think it was Horror Hound, maybe. So long story short, the actual movie used tusk, the walrus itself that was sculpted was
The fat suit.
Yes, was at a convention, and you could take your photo with it.
Did you crawl in it?
No, I wish I would have. Especially after they hunted me down for this shit. Justin Long was also there. Justin Long was doing photos for some sort of, I don't know, nonprofit thing. And you could get a picture, not with, but of the Tusk suit. But you had to pay, like, I think it was $50.
But you couldn't be in the fucking picture?
Correct. And
What?
So
Do
That's
they want
that's
these kids
outrageous.
to starve? What kind of charity
that's what
is
I'm.
this?
No, this wasn't for charity. That was, I don't know why I mentioned
What is
that, but
nonprofit
yeah.
versus charity? Aren't those
Anyway,
the
so the
thing?
Tusk suit was there, and I was like, listen, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to get around this. Kelsey, my friend at the time, was like, get next to me. I'm going to pretend like I'm taking a selfie with you. But what really is going to happen is it's you, me, and Tusk behind us. So we're like maybe 10 feet from the table. And I'm posed up with Kelsey smiling. And at the very last second, I tilt the camera over a little bit. So Tusk is behind us. Snap the picture. I'm like, all right, walk away, walk away.
Security caught you.
They literally followed us down the fucking aisle, tapped me on the shoulder, and they're like, we saw that. Can you please delete that photo?
Wow.
And you just say, no, fuck you, I'll go home.
I should have, but I was so scared. And so
What?
I was,
No, fuck them. Sophia.
I was so scared. So I was like, I'm so sorry. And I like pulled up the photo and I like showed him proof of deleting. Not just that, he made me go to my recently deleted and delete
Jeez,
it
that's
from my
hardcore.
recently deleted.
That's crazy. So when you heard them coming, what you first do is you post it to Instagram real quick so you have it forever.
Man, I should have. Or
Right?
like, sent it to my email or
Or
something.
just message it to
I
Or
someone.
your
wasn't
cloud,
that
or you
smart.
text it to someone, and then
Yeah.
you go, I will absolutely
Delete it.
First off, these fucking picture people are out of fucking control.
They're wild, bro.
50 pictures
Wild.
to not be in the
In the
picture.
picture.
Lick my
In the
balls.
picture, yeah.
Security, you done it wrong. Okay, I can't believe you stole Tusk.
Well, that's
But
how, that's
Sorry.
how much money that movie lost. They had to make it up at the
Also
convention.
I was at the LA premiere. I got a membership to the one right below Los Feliz. It's like a one screen, the Egyptian. I got a membership there so I could go to the LA premiere of Tusk with Kevin Smith in attendance. And my wife is still mad at me. I was walking down the aisle. I had gotten a popcorn. I was coming down the aisle. And Kevin Smith turned and we were face to face. And I was like, dude, everyone's swarming him. I'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to talk to him. And I walked by him and my wife watched the whole thing and she fucking laid into me.
Good for her.
And she's like, that's your fucking hero. You should have talked to him. You should have told him. It's like, he's here about to introduce this movie. He doesn't have 10 minutes for my bullshit. I was like, someday I will meet him as a peer and we'll be best friends forever. And she goes, you are a fucking jackass. And it's a Kevin Smith story that still breaks my heart.
Aw.
And I was like, is that the one time I'm ever going to get to meet Kevin Smith?
There will
And
be-
I didn't do it.
There will be a chance.
It
Yep.
fucking broke my heart because I was like, I thought I was being cool by leaving Kevin alone to do his big movie premiere. And my wife's like, you fucking moron. You wanted this since you were 15 years old and you didn't tell him anything. I was like, what do you say in that moment?
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's a
sorry,
lot.
you broke my heart with Tusk.
Sorry.
I'm going to pick a movie that I know won't get back to. Oh. I know what one Heath's picking next. All right, I'm going to take The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
God damn it. That's the one I was picking next.
No, it's not. I know what you're picking next. So, The Killing of a Sacred Deer
It was a terrible
is
movie.
such a beautiful kind of movie that you just ride with, right? You love Colin Farrell. You're like, I'm into this. I had no idea what that movie was, even when it ended. It's one of those rides you can't get
That's
ahead
a
of.
sign of a good movie.
You have no way to predict and get ahead. Right, but no, you see so many movies now. You see a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
There are so many movies that are paint by numbers. This happens, and this happens, and this. And you know, Killing of a Sacred Deer put me in the weirdest. I have no fucking clue what to expect from this movie. And it's beautiful, and it's dark, and it's scary. But it's based in the real world. There's no fucking monsters. There's no... It's just a movie that fucking... That scene where they're just spinning around the room with the gun.
Oh, yeah.
And who will it land on?
Yeah.
That
still
I
haunts my
was
dreams.
fucking holding my breath. I was like, what the fuck is this movie? I have one of the biggest crushes of all time on Nicole Kidman. It's like Kevin Smith and then Nicole Kidman. That's who I think are the hottest.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Smith.
That's
love
just
that
a
he's
man
number
crush.
one.
That's just my man that I will love and ride or die. I've seen all his movies. I've seen all his documentaries.
Hey, wasn't that Barry
but
Conan's
he's
first
in,
movie?
He's in no AMC commercials.
Or one of his first movies?
What?
Barry
Barry Cohen?
Conigan or whatever his name is.
Barry Cohagen. Yeah.
Kogan?
Yeah.
He was the creepy
Cohagen.
little kid in that movie.
No,
right?
he's great.
Sabrina
Just watching him
Carpenter's
eat
ex-
spaghetti.
Yeah.
And now look at him. He's gone on to be this
He's
fucking,
like a star now, yeah.
incredible fucking actor.
He's the goddamn Joker.
Yeah,
now.
he's
He's
so
dating
good.
Sabrina
Really?
Carpenter.
And the Matt
dude.
Reeves.
No,
Yeah,
they broke
movie.
up.
Oh, they broke up.
They
My
broke
bad.
up.
That
Same.
My
whole
bad,
new
my bad.
album is about
They
him,
ran out of
actually.
espresso.
Yeah.
Was that her?
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
her.
God.
Yeah!
That was her.
Yeah, on God.
Clock it.
Bet.
Clock it, bet. All right, so I just crushed with that pick. Yeah, that movie's fucking rad. Any movie you're in the theater
All right.
and you don't know what it's doing to me in a good way.
Well, I can't believe this one got to me.
All right. I feel like we're all saying that. That's so dumb.
Well, maybe A24 is just badass. Is what I'm
I
saying.
think that's what we're learning.
Yeah.
A24
Yeah.
is fucking
But I'm
doing
gonna
good
I'm gonna
work.
go with Talk to Me.
That's,
Oh my God, I
Wait, is
forgot
that
was
A24?
A24.
Yeah, isn't it? Am
Yeah.
I crazy? Okay.
Yeah.
I totally
Oh, damn.
fucking forgot.
Talk to Me was amazing.
Dude, Talk to Me fucking
It's
rules.
basically a metaphor for like
Talking?
well, it's like drug addiction or something, isn't it?
See, it does feel like that because
Yeah.
they can't stop grabbing
They can't
your hand
stop
and
grabbing.
they want to go
It's like a
further.
metaphor for drug addiction.
Yeah, I think it's what I love about that movie is they're young too, right?
Yeah.
Those directors are fucking young, but they got it.
And they're like
on the
YouTube
poster?
stars, right?
The fucking hand, right? It's got words all over it. Grab the hand, play
Mm-hmm.
a game. It's such a perfectly structured elevator pitch. This is exactly what this movie is. It has an amazing trailer. I think you could argue the movie loses some steam at the end.
Well,
But that's not the goal. They made a movie that fucking ripped, that got
Well,
people to the theaters and made them a name.
They
to
were
me.
first-time filmmakers too, right? That was like
They had done
their
others.
first-
That was like
they
their
did
first
YouTube,
big
but-
feature.
They were like YouTubers.
Yeah,
right?
that was their first movie.
Rocka
like,
Rocka.
Rock
But
yeah.
my issue with it is the same issue I have with It Follows. It's an amazing concept,
Right.
and it just can't sustain a feature-length film.
It's really hard to carry on for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that, but I think it was one of those kind of like it really did capture the imagination for a while. It was also one of those movies that really picked up on TikTok, right? Like people wanting to do the talk to
Right.
me kind of thing. It was a movie that was talking to a generation after us, and it's weird to be the horror fan now who's not in the like cool young
Yeah.
target audience.
We don't know what they're talking
That was
about.
one of the first movies where I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, on God, can't
Why would you want to be on
clock
TikTok?
it, bet." I was like, "No," I was like, "I'll learn the words. I'll learn the words, please." I think Talk to Me
Gotta
is a
do the
great
dance.
Yeah.
Super Kismet text message I just got.
Whoa.
A24 is now in talks for the new Texas Chainsaw.
Oh.
That's
I
a
don't know.
bad
That's
choice.
a bad. I agree with that.
See,
Sorry,
I
not to
think
side
they
note.
need
I was
to
like,
go
that's
to
ironic.
Blumhouse.
I mean,
Why
I
are
li-
they not a Blumhouse?
I like the last remake of it with Jessica.
I
Biel.
It
like-
was great.
Okay, so I
the
like the
sunflowers.
so sweaty.
too.
It was
So
beautiful.
sexy.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean Jessica Biel or the one on Netflix?
The Jessica
The-
Biel. I didn't see the one on Netflix.
Oh, I like the Netflix one.
I like the Netflix
Yeah.
one too. It's like 72 minutes
Yeah.
of just ripping
Really?
chainsaw stuff. I like
And
it.
it's
No,
beautiful.
what we need is someone like Mark Cuban who can buy the movie
The
rights
Dallas Mavericks
Okay.
owner.
He
and
isn't
bury
Denver
them.
owner.
Oh,
Bless
sorry,
him.
Sam. And bury them so that this movie never gets touched again. Like, why remake the Texas
Yeah.
Chainsaw
Because
Massacre
we're gonna
again?
remake,
Why
if
keep
we're going to
remaking?
remake everything, we might as well try to do it right. I thought the Netflix one was fun.
It was-
I think
it was
people
fun,
got
you're right.
mad because they did the whole. I think audiences got mad because they did the we're going to make fun of liberal woke stuff and then murder it. And people are like, who is this movie for? What a weird thing to kill your audience. Neither here nor there. It was a fun, well-made
Oh,
movie.
I do remember that one. The bus scene where he
Yeah.
kills
Yep.
everyone on the bus.
The
yeah.
woke stuff got. It was like one of those. I'm like, wait, so are you for or against? Like it was just one of those
It
weird,
was
like
weird.
cotton politics, COVID things. Mm-hmm. is a fun movie. But to me, put that shit at Blumhouse with Michael Myers and then eventually do crossover movies. If we're going to get him forever,
Yeah.
what's the fun thing we haven't done?
We only had
Texas
one
Chainsaw?
How would we
Freddy
cross
versus
over?
Jason, right?
Now
What
I'm
do you mean?
intrigued. Who's going to Springfield or who's going to Texas? Like how?
Well, Leatherface is getting transported through Haddonfield,
Oh.
I think.
And it breaks down.
Yeah. Dr. Sartanian or whatever from the new trilogy fucking pops their tire. No, whatever.
Sartanian.
That's a good one, Sam. I didn't even know that was an A24.
Yeah.
Heath, this is your last 2 picks. This is your last chance to iron the win.
Man, these are some tough choices.
It's fucking brutal, dude.
A lot of what I wanted is off the board. So there's
No, the one you want is on the board.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to do now.
pick it for me. What do you think? What do you think?
I think you're fucking dying to pick Under the Skin.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
There's no fucking chance you did not have Under the Skin on your list.
Okay, so Under the Skin is the greatest movie of the 21st century.
Boom.
There
So
it
I
is.
called that because I was going to pick that because I was like, then Heath won't have a pick. It's Saboteur, but I was like, there's no way you're not picking that movie. I actually can't believe you didn't pick it higher.
Well, because I felt like it would still be on the board because no one else
See?
appreciates art like I do.
No one knows real art.
Nobody else actually saw that movie.
I saw that movie. It's a
I
great
highly
movie.
encourage you to check it out.
Okay.
It's God, it is a masterpiece. Jonathan Glaze. So 2 movies. The last one that we just talked about, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and Under the Skin are the 2 movies I can point to and say, if anything comes close to sniffing a Kubrick film, it's those 2 films.
Yeah.
Those 2 movies have the Kubrick vibe.
Yeah.
Just that intangible, just ugh, it just
You
gives
feel
you the
gross
creeps.
and dirty.
Feels
Yeah.
gross. Part of that is the filmmaking style, the tone. I'd say the Killing of a Sacred Deer is maybe more obvious because it has those wide angle lens shots, those like low angles. But Under the Skin is just such a mind fuck movie and is so like deep and profound and sad. And look, I could point to a lot of different moments in that film, but the one that will never get out of my head, it will haunt me till the day I die, is the scene where, and it has like, so Scarlett Johansson plays an alien who, it's like a body snatchers thing. She comes to Earth or whatever, and her job is to lure in men for like a War of the Worlds harvesting kind of type thing. And she takes them to this black void. But the whole movie is about how she's observing humanity. And there's a scene where she's at a cold beach in Ireland or Scotland or whatever, and the tide comes in, and the family loses the kid, and the dad goes out to save it.
Yeah.
And then the dog goes, and then a bystander who's a surfer in a surf suit, he goes out, and he's the last one to come out of the tide, failed, having lost them all. Like, we just lost Malcolm Jamal Warner to this. I mean, it's a real horrible, like horrifying thing that happens.
Yeah.
And it has really nothing to do with the plot of the film, except that she's observing the heroics of human nature. And the failure of it is so heartbreaking because you lose this whole family to a natural, like a very simple natural disaster. And I don't know, like that is just as horrifying as it gets because it's so real and heartbreaking. And it is I could go on and on forever about this movie, but it's just genius.
I do love that movie. So what would you pick for your final? So Under the Skin was a slam dunk for you.
Okay, so the other movie that I want to pick, but I don't feel like it fits quite as well into
You got a real things are not what they seem.
Well,
going.
look, The Zone of Interest is like the other Jonathan Glazer movie that
Whoa,
I feel
the
like
fucking Nazi movie?
yeah.
I gotta say, a lot of Oscar season movie. I'm one of the last like great true lovers of the Oscars. I love it. I defend it. I love seeing people get trophies. I hate when people are like, no one likes those movies. They're great movies. Zone of Interest rocked me to my core. That movie is
I think
fucking insanity.
It's a totally different movie than Schindler's List.
Completely different.
Completely different. And it does what
Imagine making a movie about the Holocaust and not rubbing our noses in image porn.
Yeah.
and just making us listen while people live an opulent life.
That's
What a fucking brilliant idea for a movie.
creepiest. Just the detachment. So
Yeah.
if
From
under
the
this,
distance you could hit a golf ball.
yeah, and
The worst crimes of all time are happening while we watch a family story.
if Under the Skin is a movie about
I did not expect Nazis.
an alien, if Under the Skin is an alien learning how humanity
Yeah.
functions, this movie's the inverse of that. Because
It's
you have
humans learning how humanity functions. Yeah.
no,
Or how evil
it's,
functions.
it's humans learning how to disassociate
Yeah.
themselves from their humanity, because there are the screams and cries and like destruction of their fellow man, their neighbor right next door, and the walls they put up to avoid it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is as like urgent as it gets right now.
And it's all a true story. That's the
Yeah,
scariest
no
part
shit,
about
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a movie.
It is fucking wild, man.
It's not a movie, yeah.
Is that what you're picking though in our messed up films draft? That is fucking mad. There's probably
I
nothing.
am-
Can we
I
all
mean,
agree?
There's nothing
the
more messed
Holocaust
up.
Is
Yeah.
the
That's
most-
well,
most
so I
messed
feel
up.
like that's sort of. I do feel like that's cheating a little bit, and it's like
I don't think
outside
it's
of genre.
I think it definitely falls.
Well-
It's not genre per se, but this is one of those things they always debate. I was like, if Zone of Interest is not a fucking horror movie,
What
you're
is,
intentionally
yeah.
being a film snob. That movie is fucking terrifying, right? It may not be a man in a mask or a monster or play by horror movie rules. That movie is fucking terrifying.
Sometimes horror movies aren't labeled as horror movies. Like you can find things that are
The scariest
scary.
movies sometimes aren't horror movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Oh, dude, what was the fucking Contagion? Like,
Yeah.
that scared the shit out of me. Like that definitely
Ooh.
plays up the horror of the scenes. Zone of Interest plays up the horror of the scenes. I think too many people are genre purists, and I think most movies that are really good, they're a blend of 3 to 5 genres, right? That's how most movies work. There are very few movies that are one fucking thing the whole time.
I think the thing for me in this list is I did not want to double dip, but the other movie that's on the board is The Witch. I mean, I already have an Eggers movie.
Yeah.
We already picked.
Is The Witch still on the list?
It's
Yeah.
still on the list.
I don't like
yeah.
The Witch. Anyone
Yeah.
else?
I don't like
know.
The Witch either. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
The Witch. I mean, you can't get much better than the
I
Black
can't
Phillip
fucking
scene.
believe that's made it this
The Black
far, though.
Phillip scene is just one of the best horror
Yeah.
scenes
Would you like to
ever.
So
But
Dan
it's
Dino
that
got
one
me
scene.
a fucking cut sleeve shirt that's a Black Phillip, Do You Want to Live Deliciously? And it's because Amy bought me Creed concert tickets for Christmas.
Okay.
And he said, wear your Black Phillip shirt to Creed. And it looks like I'm a truck stop junkie who would like pick up cigarettes that are half
I love
smoked out of
that.
the ashtray. And then we sold our Creed tickets. But I still have the Black Phillip no shirt. And it's fucking great, dude.
I will
all
say
right,
the other
do it,
movie
do
that,
it.
that I was
Pull the
considering.
pull the trigger.
The other one I
Don't
was
pick our
considering.
movies for us. Pull the trigger.
I'm gonna stick with Zone of Interest.
Okay.
Bring Her Back. I was this close. I was this close.
All right, you are just laying out too many good picks. Sam, what do you got?
Well, now I kind of want to take Bring Her Back because I forgot about that movie.
Fuck you.
Oh, you're gonna
But-
do a
Forgot
double.
about it.
No, no,
double
no, no.
Boo Brothers.
No, I'm going to do a vanity pick here. And this is,
Vanity pick?
I don't know if you know what that word means. What does vanity pick mean?
I'm going to pick what I want to watch, not what would be best for the film festival.
Well, that's the whole point.
You know what Sam does? He's at the end and he's like, "This might happen," and he jerks. You're like the anti-dick trickle. You jerk yourself into the.
I don't know. If people are like me, they will love seeing Uncut Gems as the final movie.
Uncut Gems.
Okay, that's
Is that
a great
messed
movie.
up
I was
movie?
the inspiration.
Okay, so it's not a horror movie, but it is horrific as fuck.
It is. It's intense.
Yeah,
It's
that's
intense.
fair. Adam Sandler, man, one of his
Is
best
this?
movies.
Do we call cap on this, Sophia?
I'm not going to call cap on it. I'm
Are
gonna
we
call.
clocking it?
I'll clock it.
I feel like we're not clocking it.
Clocked,
Because
baby.
here's the thing. I don't know that I've ever been in a theater where I had more anxiety from what I was watching.
Yeah.
It made me sweaty. I wanted
Yeah,
to leave the theater.
exactly.
I hated my time watching this movie while totally recognizing it's a well-made film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cheating.
I think that was kind of the
I
point.
think
How is
Sam's
that cheating, though?
How is everything ever all at once not on the list then? Because people have fucking penis hands and stuff.
If that's scary to you, then that's a horror movie to
Well, it's
you.
not scary to me. It seems euphoric.
It's illogical, for one.
Well,
Hey,
Sam's biggest beef. I remember we left the theater and Sam's like, that movie
The
sucks.
hot
And
dog
I was like, what? And he
fingers?
goes, if they involved with hot dog fingers, why don't they have hot dog finger shaped pianos? And I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it,
Why-
Sam. Stop watching.
I mean,
the
okay,
musicals."
I'm going to go on a rant here. If you're going to put that much time into making an Oscar masterpiece movie,
Oscar hater.
you're going to have all these
hater.
alternate dimensions where everything's exactly like Earth, but the people are different. Like, that's not how their species would have evolved.
I kind of agree with you
Yeah.
to an
I
extent.
don't disagree
It's
with
stupid.
you. I think it's such.
It was
This is the level
it was
of
literally
my
just
friend,
put in there because they're like, it'd be
Right.
funny if there were hot
but
dog
my
fingers.
friend who kept huffing
That's
and
not a
puffing
good movie.
during Pulp Fiction, I go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "This movie sucks." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Uma Thurman's haircut is uneven."
Oh my
There are some things you
God.
can pick as a gripe with a movie that don't. Actually
Mine's an
make
actual
the movie.
gripe. I don't care about haircuts.
Because the story is not about the alternate dimensions. The story is about this dimension, brother. It's this dimension.
Well, I also didn't like the story about this dimension. So then
Wow.
I was focusing more on the alternate dimensions, and I found them lacking as well.
I liked Rakakuni.
I liked the Rock World. I liked everything. I think that is the best movie that's been made since 20.
Dude, I'm just like,
since the
you
2000s.
own a business. You're one of the elite Americans that happen to own a business, and you're pissed off about
I'm
your
gonna
life
just
being
say
so
that,
shitty.
like, owning a business
Yeah.
in this
Hey,
day and
Sam,
age.
I don't know if you forgot.
They owned-
Sam, I don't know if you forgot. We also own a fucking business.
Hey man, they owned
Doesn't
they
it feel
owned
glorious?
they owned a laundromat in New York, didn't they?
San Francisco, I think. But
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
San
Either way,
Francisco.
it's like
Hey.
that's $1 million property.
Let's
You
stop here.
motherfuckers are millionaires.
But you got to pay for that, dude. That's neither here nor there. Sam,
Yep.
Anyways,
we need your pick. Everything Ever All at Once is the best movie that's
Uncut.
been made since the year 2000.
My pick was
Sam picked Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
I think that's cap, and I'm not clocking.
No, I accept it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not
I've
a
been
movie
outvoted.
I can think of in recent history where I was more on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
That movie made me sick to my fucking stomach.
and then how it ended.
The ending is insane.
The ending is insane. Yeah.
I remember leaving the theater. I was like, "Who is this movie for?" Like, do you watch movies to feel this bad? When I watch horror movies, there's like a level of separation where I'm like, I
Well,
don't go
dude.
camp. I'm not afraid of.
Well, it
fucking
is
Jason.
definitely a movie that I felt like was made just
But
for
also,
me.
who was Hereditary for? Who was Midsummer for? You feel bad about all these movies.
I don't
Suburban
feel that
families.
bad for them because I'm not a fucking wealthy person in a fucking tree-lit mansion with Satanist grandmothers. Uncut Gem, I was like,
You could be
anyone
that
who
guy.
has FanDuel
Yeah.
on their phone could be
You could be
Uncut
that guy.
Gems tomorrow. I was like, this movie's
You just
too
need
real.
that one score, man, and then everything's gonna be
But that's
fixed.
what I mean. I will give you this. Uncut Gem was the movie where I was like, this could be any fucking
Yeah.
day in
Yeah.
anyone's life. You could just make 10 bad choices in a row and be here. And it made me fucking sick. I was struggling in the theater.
And Kevin Garnett's a
All
great
right.
actor.
Well, now you backed me into the corner. And I hate that I have to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and win and pick The Witch. I actually do love Black Phillip. What I love most about that movie has very little to do with The Witch, right? The opening scene, I think people forget, is her fucking mashing a baby with her fucking pestle so
I
she can
mean,
fucking
yeah.
fly into the moon,
Yep.
right? What that movie's really about is a dad who is so fucking ironclad on this fucking Bible that he must take them away from the minor amounts of protection they have being in a fucking new world settlement, right? That was not a guarantee of life. And he's like, we'll go out and we'll build a fucking hut and we'll build a chimney and I'll do all this. And the scene where she does peekaboo and they lose that fucking baby, that is fucking devastation, right? It's so fucking scary.
Unless you don't like babies, and then you're like, problem solved.
Even then, even if you don't have a baby
That's
or
harsh.
like it, you don't want them to get fucking eaten. You want them to go to like happy orphanages.
Yeah, orphanage.
Wait, are there happy orphanages?
I don't think so.
I
man.
hope so.
The
Not
scene,
for
the scene
infants.
where she's slathering the baby's blood all
That
over
is pretty.
her.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
man,
the
that's
way-
disturbing.
That witch looked way hotter after the blood. So that's an argument for Sophia, I guess. I guess she's not. She's a red witch now. Unbelievable. But what I'm saying is that is a really pointed, and I think this was one of the films that defined what A24 was.
Yeah.
Which is now A24
That's
has
fair.
become a joke because it is the trauma monster. Take your trauma and give it a monstrous form. That's what this movie did. Live Deliciously is a young lady who's like, hey, do you wish your dad was not a puritanical prick and you could do anything?
For sure.
Sure. Right? I thought that movie was so well paced. And I'll tell you this, when I sat in it the first night, it was one of those movies that's like the best, scariest movie since The Exorcist. And I walked out, I was like, this movie fucking sucks. I hate it. I was fucking furious. I went back the next morning. I was at the theater at 9 o'clock and I was like, when's your first show? And I went back in and fucking adored it. I love this movie. I've seen it at least 20 times. Such a fucking well-made movie. And I'm not surprised Robert Eggers is now one of our preeminent horror directors. All right, Sophia. I think my list wins. What's your next list?
I'm struggling. I have two I really want to do.
What do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with one, not because I like it more, but because I think it's more A24.
Ooh, okay.
Heretic.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I actually loved Heretic.
Yeah.
Did you like Heretic?
I enjoyed it, but I think it was a little too like on the nose. religious horror, philosophical. I'm a straight white man who's going to push my beliefs on you.
Yeah.
That's basically this whole podcast.
My other one was going to be Bring
Griffey's
Her
not
Back.
straight.
Bring Her Back was really good, and I really enjoyed it in the theater.
I thought Bring Her
But
Back
I didn't like the
was
ending.
great.
The
Really?
ending ruined it for
Bring
me.
Her Back was awesome.
What about?
I think it was a little disconnected.
You wanted her to take that body and get that demon back.
You know, I
You
think that
think
we could
Sally
have made
Hawkins
it.
was going to have a healthy life after that?
No, but I think we could have made it a little more fucking weird. A little more, like, you know,
Also, that poor kid.
I kind of.
I don't give a
I
fuck,
do
like-
say there was a dead body in a freezer, and then a pregnant child comes out with a demon baby, and they're all in a pool. And I was like, "This is weird."
it's weird. But then I didn't like the ending of just like, I was waiting for more
The
after
ending is kind of
her
everyone
laying
just
in
lets
the...
everyone walk away
Yeah,
and deal with
no
what
one's
they've
gonna
gone through.
fucking walk away from that and deal with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sacrifice. Like,
I do see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
but that's not my pick. So anyways,
that's
Heretic.
my second best movie of the year.
Heretic.
Oh, we have a whole other podcast about that. Anyways,
And it didn't even make your list.
It was
that's
Weapons,
so wild.
and then Bring Her Back, and then Sinners. Those are my three favorite movies of the year.
Oh,
Sinners, I agree.
gross.
Sinners is great. All three. You didn't like Weapons either?
No, I loved Weapons.
Okay, good.
I loved Weapons.
You're about to get your
I
horror
wouldn't-
hipster card.
I'm just saying, Bring Her Back was not like... I really liked the gory scenes.
Heath
the
and I
knife
saw that in
thing.
theaters, and we were clenching our buttholes simultaneously.
It was rough
That was
to
a
watch.
mean fucking movie.
Yeah.
And
I was
like that.
digging my knees into the
Yeah,
back
we're
of the
just-
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
We were
hard
like,
to watch.
brother, brother.
Yeah.
Like, we were the only two in there, and we were just, like, openly like, no!
Yeah. Didn't he like eat glass or something?
It was
on
a
a
knife.
fucking knife.
Like a
Oh.
Michael
Yeah, I do
Myers
remember
knife.
that.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
That's pretty nuts.
Heretic.
Why Heretic over Bring Her Back,
Yeah.
though? with
Because
all
I
the
think
tea?
it's more A24. I think it is more philosophical.
It's verbose.
There's a bit more verbose.
Yeah.
But the
The whole
ending,
thing with Monopoly, that script to me,
Yeah.
I liked it because as a guy who tries to dabble in screenwriting, I love a writer who's just like, I'm going to jerk myself off all over these things. It's such a writer movie where it's like, look at how I can do everything. And Hugh Grant, who knew Hugh Grant had that in the bag?
Yeah.
I was really blown away by Hugh Grant.
Julia
I
Roberts
also
did.
I love a
Was that a Notting Hill?
Sam.
Yeah.
I like a good like cat and mouse movie. You know, I like to see
My
someone
problem
in
with
control.
Heretic, right? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What do you think happened in that end of that movie at all? Do you have any idea, or it doesn't matter to you?
I'm going to be completely candid with you. It might be the clause. How did it? I don't remember how it ended.
So they're in a maze, and then there's like a zombie.
The one girl
and then they get
dies,
out of
but
the
then comes back to
maze, and
life,
then she's in
and
a
then-
fucking
Sophie
glen
Thatcher
and sees
dies.
like a fucking butterfly.
Yeah.
It's like that's the thing. Once it went down in the sun, I was like, does any of this happen? Does it
No.
not? Like what?
See, I don't think anything happened. I think the big reveal, which is the part I didn't like, was he said that God is not real. None of this magical shit's real. It's all about control and influencing.
And
So
he
what,
made
they're just
them-
Mormons
And what people
in like a
think.
shame tank inventing Hugh Grant.
No. Hugh Grant is making all of this up
He was
to
trying
mess
to give
with their
them the
minds.
like the illusion of choice, the illusion of control.
Well, God is control. Is the
And
plot of
God
the
is
movie.
not real.
Yeah.
He
And God is not real.
It's
So
a
man is
very-
in control.
We've seen it before, you know. Like
Yeah.
It's a
But-
pretty lame ending.
I'm going for stereotypical A24. I think
I
it's
thought
my
the
theme.
first act of that was incredible.
Yeah.
Like I
I
liked
think it was
as
a lot
The
of
build
fun.
up to
Yeah.
everything.
Again, I thought it was fun, but I remember we took my two sons to see it, right? They're 10 and 7. And I remember at one point my 7-year-old leaned over to Sam and he goes, I have no idea what's happening now. And Sam goes, me either.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That's
He
A24,
was just
baby.
like, I
That's
have no-
A24.
And I was like, that's
Yeah.
the A24 experience.
Yeah.
man.
But I was
And
expecting
because
something
you have
more
no
magical.
idea what's happening, that's why you get to tell horror fans you're better than them.
Yeah,
Right.
because you,
You didn't
understand,
understand
it.
it.
They don't. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't get fucking buried traumas, bro?
You didn't understand the witch.
Oh. Oh, you're just over there in your Art the Clown onesie, not understanding trauma.
Go watch Halloween. Loser.
All right, let's go over our list. I feel like we've been going a long time.
Yeah,
A24,
Man.
I think we can admit they're killing it.
they're pretty
Yeah.
badass.
But this
Yeah.
is
Okay.
just their messed up movies.
Hey,
Not
wait,
even
did
their
they
other
do
movies.
It Follows?
No.
No.
No, they didn't. Okay,
That
it
was
seemed
pre the A24.
that seemed
rest.
like an A24.
It does,
movie.
yeah.
See, that was one they should have had.
They should
All
have
right, Sophia, Hereditary, Pearl, Tusk, Heretic. Pretty good list. The best list, mine. Ex Machina, X, Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Witch. I think that's your mistake. You guys let me get The Witch.
The Witch is
The Witch is
very
the most,
A24.
like-
You
Yeah.
let me get The Witch in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Honestly, one I did not even plan on picking in the 4th round. That's crazy. Sam, Midsommar, Green Room, Talk to Me, Uncut Gems.
Good
Great
list.
movies.
I don't want to jinx it. This could be the one you win. I feel like Uncut Gems might be top 2 or 3 most popular A24 movies. I think you might steal this. All right, Heath, The Lighthouse, Bodies, 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 Under the Skin Zone of Interest. Heavy, but incredible.
It's a thinking man's list.
No one has a movie on this list where I'm like, that movie sucks.
Yeah.
I love all
They're all
those
good.
movies. Great movies. I think A24, that's why they're the kings right now.
So I think Y2K was their only bad movie.
I
like
like
Y2K.
Y2K a lot. That's what I mean. I just enjoy... I like going to a movie from a studio that I trust that they're going to give me something that's worth sitting down and watching.
Right.
A24 has so much brand respect.
Can I also throw in an honorable mention for a TV show? The Curse. Have you seen The Curse?
No.
Holy
That's A24?
shit, That's A24.
What is
You know the
Curse?
one... Okay, so the one that got away that I didn't pick, that I'm ashamed I didn't, but I had to pick The Witch. If you have not seen Saint Maud, that is one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years. It is a great, like, woman psychologically breaking in half movies. Also religious horror. Fucking love that one.
A24.
I have not seen The Curse,
Curse-
but a bunch of people sent me stills of The Curse, and they said, I didn't know you were
Wait,
on
is
the
The
TV
Curse
show.
the Japanese American movie or
No.
show? No.
It's
No.
Benny Safdie, Emma Stone.
Oh, I have seen that.
And
Where
Nathan
you-
Fielder.
Nathan
Yes,
Fielder.
yes.
Yeah.
That ending
I didn't want to spoil the
is
ending.
also haunted.
I didn't want to spoil the
But
ending.
I think everyone talks about Emma Stone in the Poor Things movie. It was the same year as she won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Her best performance and one of the best performances I've ever seen is what she did in The Curse. I mean, it's just
the acting was incredible. The houses they built, those houses were nuts, dude. The reflective houses.
It's so satirical.
Yeah, it's so
All right, I'll have
Okay.
to add that to my list.
Before we
I
do-
mostly hate TV shows.
Before we
Yes.
do the outro, I'm sweating because I'm about to pee so bad. So I'm going to go take a
You're just
bathroom
gonna
break
leave
while
while
you
I
do
do
the
my
outro.
outro?
It's been real, y'all. Thank you for watching Messed Up Movies Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow. Indiegogo. You could be a part of the podcast. All right,
Damn,
Griffey.
dude.
if you get the tears.
He's speechless.
That's it. I think I got
literally-
fired.
I'm going to pee my
We'll
pants
see you
out.
next time. Sophia, stop peeing on the floor. No, just kidding. She didn't.